Hello. Welcome. Okay. Oh. Boop. Do you want to sit where my sheepy was sitting, or no? Okay. Oh, goodness. As you can see, I have physical therapy today and came home and immediately got back into pajama pants. That's the kind of day it is. For anyone who is wondering. Hey, Bandit. Hello to Kit Kat, to Silicons, to Mia, Allison. Welcome in, everyone. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just one of those days, you know? Hi, Petrichor. It's good to see you. I've not done very much in my office, so we'll put Bluey in this bag for now. Maybe we'll work on her later. I don't know. I don't really have plans for today. Because, if I'm being honest, the big sads are here. You guys know those. I know that you know those. So, we're just here. Yeah, I know that you all know the big sads, which is why I feel safe and comfortable being here with you all. Well, why'd you walk into the yarn? Are you biting my elbow? Oh my god. That's rude. That's rude. Are you petting the sheep? He's very soft. Oh my goodness. Y'all. So when we went to the grocery store yesterday, right, we had to pick up some food for dinner. And I got my lovely sheeps from the grocery store. And there were 3 colors of them, right? There was this black sheep, the rainbow sheep, and a brown one. And I didn't buy all 3 because, you know, money. No. Cord, are you freaking serious? Get out of here. Get out. Okay. No, I still haven't. James was like, you don't need to get another one. You already have. But do you want to see what happened when we went to the grocery store? Keeping in mind that the last time that we were there were a bunch of them still, different colors. And now there's just the brown ones, and James was all... And then he dared to say it's a stuffed animal. And then up to you, we have so many already. Okay. Okay, I see. But that was yesterday after the doctor's appointment, and I ended up needing to go and sit back down in the car because honestly, I wasn't expecting some of the stuff that the doctor did, and I just like being in the grocery store ended up being visually kind of overwhelming. Like it was just a lot. So he somehow, men, am I right? He somehow didn't pick up that he should purchase it with the groceries. But like, I love the brown ones too. I loved all the sheepies. It's honestly, I saw the black sheep first. It was in like a different spot and I grabbed it. And then I went around the corner and I saw the rainbow one next and I grabbed it. And at that point I was like, that's enough money to spend. And I was like, I'll come back for you, brown sheep. And now that just the brown sheep are left, I'm like, oh my god. Why? Why are they still there? The sweet babies. So, I didn't tell him this, but I'm like, I should have set up on stream a sheep adoption fund. So I can go and buy the other one. Oh, God. Yay! I have to do mine still. Oh, sorry, Artie. More tea, nice. Wall-mounted sheep sheds. I could do that. Look, the other one's right here. See my rainbow pastel sheep looking so happy? And then Baba black sheep here just kind of hangs out with me. Look at this face. For $12. For $12, you can help a brown sheep who's been left behind on a cold supermarket shelf find a loving home in the arms of the angel. It's so soft, it's so squishy. It's amazing. I love it. Well, all I'm saying is that when I see something like, if you want, it means that that person doesn't want it. And so then the guilt and the, well, this person thinks that it's a bad idea and I care so much what people think that I'm a people pleaser, you know? But like if chat buys the sheep, I can't deny chat, you know? I'll be like, I didn't do it. It was a leftover bunny from Easter. Oh, I love that. You want the black? Yeah. Yeah, they're so cute. They're like, look at their feet. Have you ever seen a more perfect specimen? And like, they're just, okay. Don't mind me. Thanks for the alert. So the plan is to wait about 10 more minutes, and then I will fill you all in on the specialist that I saw on Monday and what the next steps are. Isn't it? Wow, it's wild. I know that you all will understand the way that the big sad works, right? AKA depression. Is talking about something silly like a sheep. I'm just like, hee hee hee. And then as soon as I look here and I see my paperwork that I'm gonna like kind of use to explain some stuff, I'm like, bad words come out of my mouth. Oh, at least that many petrichor. The drop is real. Yeah. And, like, I think that's what people don't understand is that they'll be like, you were fine. And it's like, yeah, because I was thinking about something that brings me joy. I was fine, and then all of a sudden I remembered that I just want to scream half the time. At least you noticed, Allison. I've done that and not noticed. So... yeah, I forgot about my real life and the real struggles for a minute, and everything was nice. Yeah, because I was just talking about sheep. Exactly, Silicons. Exactly. I will say that this specialist explained things that other doctors have said in a way that made sense, which was wonderful. I will also say, I think I mentioned this in Discord, that I should have started a project when all of this stuff happened and only worked on that project.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Hello, friends. Awoo.
Hello, Susan. Thank you so much for 25 months. That's a long time. Holy cow. Thank you. What color would you like for your paper chain resub? I'll grab them here in just a second to show you. Artie, did you not poop yet today? I thought you did. Maybe that was yesterday. The days run together. Here you go, Susan. Which color? Green. Would you like the light green or the dark green? So the idea of I should have started a project when all of this stuff started happening and only work on that project either driving to places for the issue or sitting in waiting rooms for the issue. I thought of that like this month, and that means that there would have been just way too long that wouldn't have been accounted for, and I just didn't want to do that. But y'all, this doctor was an hour and a half late. My appointment was at 3. James originally was like, do you want to stream when we get home? And I was like, well, I'm figuring if my appointment's at 3 and the doctor's probably going to take, like, I'm hoping to be with him for at least an hour. That would bring us to 4 by the time we get home. It's close. I'm like, well, thank God, because we didn't get home until almost 6. And all I kept thinking is, dang, if I had started that project, I would have been crocheting in this waiting room for an hour and a half. It would have been so. There would have been so much. Did you poop? Things that we ask our cats. The last one. Yep. I was the last one in the waiting room except for a new patient who was filling out paperwork. Yeah. And it just... I'm going to check here in a second because I think she might have pooped. Yeah. Meanwhile, if we're like 15 minutes late to an appointment, they can like cancel it and charge you a no-show fee. Like, how the hell is that fair? How? Yeah, she definitely pooped. Okay, let me finish this row. I'm gonna go pick that up. And I'm gonna go pee. I didn't think I needed to before I started stream, but now that I'm here, I'm like, I do. So I'll play around to words, and then I will, when we come back, I'll fill you all in on all things doctory. Again, there's not going to be any kind of scary medical talk. There's nothing that should be triggering there's no talk of what I think are the most common medical triggers. So, it's just kind of letting you all know what this doctor thinks is going on and what we're going to be doing next. So, that way they can't claim that they're already swamped and behind. Yeah. The thing is, this specialist was booking out until June. So when they were like, he has a 3 o'clock appointment on this day, I said, that's fine. Like, if I was able to choose, I probably would have tried for an earlier appointment. But when they have a specialist who's like, yeah, we can't see people until way later, I'm gonna just take what I can get, Okay, let's see if words on... Ooh, magneton. Let's see if words on stream sounds work today. Whoosh, first of all. And then I shall be right back. Sorry for, like, the immediate words on stream here. But you should be honored that Artemis has said, I need to poop while my people are here. She loves you all. Okay, be right back. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Oh, shoot. 1 second. I'm here still. I just want to see if I can figure out the words on stream sound struggle. It should be right. Alright, well, I'll mess around with it more next time that we play. Ma'am, you wanted to be in your blanket for it, and now you're here. Come here, you got fuzz on your nose. I wanted that fuzz there! You can sit on my lap, you may not sit on my sweater. Nope. Oh, Lord. Okay. But Mother, the sweater. I know. But Mommy wants to work on that, okay? And working on it does not mean kitty butt on it. Okay. So. Auntie. I honestly don't think that he had looked at the test that I had done beforehand. He did look at it while I was there. And unlike the other doctors who were like, there wasn't really anything noticeable or out of the ordinary or, ma'am. Or like they had been saying that, you know, one ear didn't show any sign of like weakness, but meanwhile the technician who did the test had mentioned that like my left ear was appearing weaker, and based on like a couple of different things, and he did confirm that. So he did say that my left ear is the problem. Fabulous. I also didn't know, I didn't know he was going to do this, and the way that I almost cried because I was like, please not this again. He put me back in those goggles that they used for the vestibular testing, like the blackout goggles with the cameras, and did like a few things so that he could see himself my reaction, and I was like, I didn't so Artemis, ma'am, yeah, when I went, oh my god, that was no bueno. Luckily, it was not as long. It was just a little bit. But I had no idea how long it was going to be. And the way that I just started, like, sweating immediately because of the stress of it. So, basically what he believes that I have going on is chronic vestibular migraines. It was actually interesting because I had mentioned to him, I'm like, well, I get more headaches than I had in the past. I'm like, but I don't get necessarily more migraines. And he asked, he's like, well, where do you get your headaches? And I'm like, well, you know, up here. No, Artemis, no. Oh. And he's like, okay, and where do you get your migraines? Here. He goes, so in a way, your headaches are just mild migraines. He goes, your headaches are just not fully realized migraines. And I was like, oh. Huh. Okay. Never really thought about it that way, but okay. Sure. Because I went from having, like, I don't think there's a, yeah, okay. Like, he gave me a whole thing. Artemis? No. I'm not doing this. Ugh. He gave me, like, he used a, like a voice thing to type up all that for me. Yeah, I don't have spoons. So prior to all of this, I was like, I might have gotten like 2 headaches, a headache a week, 1 to 2 prior, you know, and whether that was caused by tension because I'm a tense individual or whatever. And he's like, what about now? And I'm like, I get like probably 4 days, 5 days where I'm like, my head hurts. Not necessarily, again, that I need to take anything for it, but just that I feel like pressure or discomfort. It was actually one of the things that was wild to me was, I don't remember exactly how or why this was like, the way that it was phrased, I don't exactly remember. He was like asking though about, you know, my symptoms and how they've improved. And he was like, you know, well, when did like you start being able to do like daily like, you know, functioning things? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, when did you start driving again after this? And I looked at him and I said, I haven't started driving again since this. And he's like, really? I'm like, really? I can't look like, you know, how you have to look when you're driving without getting dizzy. So basically, in my little notes here, it says she experienced a day-long episode of vertigo in December and has recovered poorly. Is still not driving now in the middle of March. My physical therapist loved this, and she was like, wow. She's like, I'm going to hang this up on the refrigerator, because the next sentence is, she has had competent vestibular therapy. Because I've been seeing a vestibular therapist, like physical therapist, not just like, you know, some random person, which has identified that it's not crystals. She's had additional episodes, but they have not been as severe as the initial. High praise for the, yeah, I know. She's like, I'm going to get a gold star. And then he puts, she does take clonazepam during the week to help manage her agoraphobia and anxiety, but this may be reducing her ability to compensate for a new labyrinth weakness. Her vestibular testing was reviewed and showed no weakness, but it should be noted that she had taken Klonopin in order to get out to the office for the examination on that day, so a weakness may have been masked. Which, again, is what I said. You know, the idea was I can either go and know that some of these test results might be skewed, or I can not take this medicine and I'm not going to make it there. Like, it's just how it's going to be. Since the onset, she's doubled her migraine frequency. Today on examination, she has a rather brisk right beat nystagmus in total darkness, which means that my eyes are when I sit in like complete darkness, and they tell me like, look straight ahead, like pretend that pretend you're on the beach and you're looking out at the waves and this and the other thing, but it's pitch black, I can't see anything. So he's like, look straight ahead, but my eyes would keep flicking to the right, which also shows that weakness is in the left ear when it goes to the right. Science. This suggests the uncompensated left weakness. Then there, I don't even know. Our therapy needs to be focused in two directions. One, on compensation of the weakness.
I found my people.
And the second, on the reduction of the migraine activity. Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. So basically, the way that he explained it, and this helped me so much, because I could not understand how I could be having these issues being caused by migraines when some days I didn't have a headache. Some days I'm totally fine. And I'm like, well, then how in the heck am I still dizzy on those days when I'm fine? And he basically explained, this is the first time that I actually understood it. He goes, let's say that, you're a plane, okay? And your ears are your engines. Your right engine is performing perfect, 100%. Your left engine got injured at some point. He goes, and that's what brought on that vertigo episode. He says, at that point, maybe your engines were like completely down. And he's like, at this point now, after physical therapy, after whatever, maybe they're at 50% repaired. So he's like, if you think about it, if you've got one engine going at 100 and another going at 50, he's like, you're gonna kind of spin a little. Fair. So the physical therapy and things like that are helping. The other thing that he was saying that needs to happen in order for my brain to kind of get the communication correct again with my left ear, or even just bring it up a little bit more. Like he said, it might not ever get back to you flying with, two engines working at 100%. He's like, but our goal is to get you flying so that you don't feel dizzy. And I'm like, okay. My left engine sputters, yeah. It's not necessarily that it's overcompensating, it's that the left ear just isn't working as well. The right ear's not working harder. It's just, again, imagine like you're paddling a boat, right? And say for like every one stroke that you would do with the left paddle, you're doing two with the right. So it's not necessarily that it's overcompensating, because normally you would do one, you know what I mean? But like it's just missing the second row on the left side. And so, your boat's gonna just kind of like, meow. Picked up a screw. Yeah. Missing fins in the turbines. Yeah. So one of the things, obviously, is to try and fix the weakness, and build it back up. But he was saying that the migraines, right? And again, it makes sense that I would be getting more headaches if one of my engines is kind of sputtering and my brain is working harder to try and keep me balanced. Like, it's trying to make me continue to fly straight and not just keep, flying to the left. So the other is that he wants to give a try with some migraine medicine, more so than just like the magnesium that I've been taking. And it was interesting because the number of the medications that he mentioned, one of them I recognized, which was propranolol. I can't say that word right. There's too many L's. Anywho. That's the one that the doctor who ditched me gave me to help with my anxiety leaving the house. Because it's like a beta blocker and it helps block the adrenaline dump that I would get about just leaving the house. Instead, like, because it would cause me to become anxious because I would get like an adrenaline dump, like, even though I wasn't anxious. So that was one of the ones that he mentioned, and I was like, oh. And I had this moment where I was like, I took some of that, like, the day before all of this happened. I'm like, did that do anything? And he was like, no, that wouldn't have caused it. And I was like, okay. But he wants me to try taking that since I've already taken it. Although I was only taking 10 milligrams I don't know what the thing is. And he wants me to take 60. And my anxiety about that is very high. And I'm pretty sure that, like, when we had talked, that was what he had said, and that if that doesn't work, we can double it. And I'm like, okay. Like, part of me just wonders why I don't just take, like, a migraine medicine. Like, why aren't you just prescribing, like, I don't know. This is, like, very stressful to me because it's a beta blocker and I'm worried about what's going to happen when I can eventually stop taking it. Like, what? Anyway. But if you don't have the rudder, you're going to be constantly spinning, yeah. That one med has 1,000 uses, it does. No, so it would be, oh my god, this reset. That reset. It would be, so the plan is, it would be at least a year that he wants me to have no symptoms before we would start to taper off, to see if we can taper off. Because, of course, it's just another medication that I cannot be on and be pregnant. And the way that I have just been, there's just, my nephew was just, there's a lot of stuff happening with all of that. I'm getting older. I know some of you might not know how old I am, but, like, there's just, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff happening. Like, there's a lot that all of this has kind of brought on. And the hardest part about all of this is that he wants me to stop taking Klonopin as much as possible. Which is really hard because that's my safety net. That's my, like, because, and again, the way he, like, it makes sense the way he explained it, is that, so the Klonopin has this effect of helping you to not feel as dizzy, which then means that your brain is like, oh, okay, left ear, you must be working again. And it kind of almost gives, like, a false sense of correction, I guess, almost, to it. That you know, maybe you don't have to work as hard, or to, like, it can almost give like a false positive, or like a false reading to the brain. Because he asked me, he's like, when you take Klonopin, he's like, do you feel less dizzy? And I'm like, yeah, I do. So the other thing, so the thought is that with less migraines, my brain should be able to instead focus more on fixing the problem with my ear. Because, if you think about it, like if you're trying to write a term paper and you have, every, like, whatever distracts you, because I know for some people, like, loud music is not distracting, TV is not distracting, but for others it is. So you're trying to write a term paper, and whatever distracts you is there distracting you, and it's just like, it's making it impossible to write this term paper. But if you can go somewhere or put on headphones or do whatever to make those distractions go away, suddenly you're able to focus more. And so the idea is that if the migraines go away, then the brain can work on healing and fixing the ear engine. Specialists are so key, but having someone help you, or help with the whole person, would be better. Yeah. Well, and so this is the thing. He is right in saying that, like, the reason that the propranolol was something that was given to me by my psychiatrist is because it can help with anxiety. Because what it does is it basically eliminates your body, like, it helps with the absorption of adrenaline, which again is what feeds a lot of anxiety. Like, I was given it to actually try and help with the panic that I would feel before leaving the house. Or like when I would just have like panic attacks come on. So the hope is that with this dose, he was like, you might actually feel that you don't need the Klonopin as much. And that's kind of the hope. He's not saying don't take it. He's just saying, like, do everything you can to take as little as you can. So it's not don't take it if you need it. It's just try not to need it, okay? So in summary, your ear got damaged, your brain is working hard to fix it, but working so hard it's hurting itself, and now it's distracted by that. So your ear isn't getting better, and now you're in a feedback loop. Yes. And the reason, though, that I am getting somewhat better is because of physical therapy, because of the new exercises and the things that I'm doing to retrain my brain on how to balance. So one of the things that he wants, that he, in this, I talked to my physical therapist today, he was saying that I might have to limit my physical therapy. Because, and like do more stuff at home. He goes, I shouldn't leave physical therapy and be exhausted. Because, here it says, she may have to limit the amount of compensation therapy she can tolerate, the physical, to avoid taking steps backwards. As such, she should not feel that she has to go home and recover from her therapy sessions. It may be that homework will be necessary so that she can perform small increments of therapy within her tolerance throughout the day. So I talked to my physical therapist today, and they agreed with me and with the notes that I'm only now going to physical therapy once a week instead of twice. Because again, physical therapy is an hour. So I spend about 10 minutes on this little arm bike. Right? It's a bike that I like pedal with my arms to help loosen up my shoulders and everything like that. But the rest of it, save for like the last 5 minutes. So it's about 45 minutes then of me exercising my vestibular stuff. And that's a lot. Like, I do tend to feel tired afterwards or get a headache or whatever. So I'm only going once a week. And they set up like a Google Doc so that I can like log the exercises that I'm doing at home and how I'm feeling and just different things like that. And so basically, I'll go once a week to physical therapy where they can help me, you know, figure out if we need to change any exercises. And then I'll do the others at home so that I'm not, you know, basically pushing myself too far. Because like a lot of times the day after physical therapy, I don't end up doing any of my physical therapy exercises at home because I'm just still tired from like the last time, you know? It is, yeah. It does save us some money. I would pay whatever if it just would fix it. So I go back in 6 weeks, and I'll be meeting with his fellow, so like the person that like he is directly like training and working with, who also has an extensive knowledge on all of this. And we'll talk about how I'm feeling, and then I'll see him, the specialist, again in 3 months. So, yeah. That's kind of where things are. Hi, Nat. Yeah, so there's the plan. It's an interesting one, you know, like there's a lot of emotions, like I said, that I have felt with this. There's a lot of emotions with it. Like I cried on the way home. I didn't call my parents right away. They were actually really worried, and I felt bad because I didn't even think about the fact that my appointment was an hour and a half late. And so like by the time that I was actually out of the appointment, my mom had already been texting me like, how did it go? Is everything okay? So like I called them and kind of told them everything, but like it's just been like a lot to process. And it was like one of these things where, you know, I said to James, I'm like, this puts me in a very dark place mentally because I don't want to deal with this. But like I have so many wonderful things in my life that I will continue to deal with this part that makes me want to just crawl into bed and not do anything because I have all those wonderful things. It's frustrating that it's also frustrating that like I have a bunch of other medicine backups in case the one, like the propranolol, isn't working. Like, again, you know, you don't necessarily know what medicine's going to work for everyone. You had no idea how the ear was damaged in the first place. Not really. It was actually funny because he was talking about how, like, stress and things like that, you know, can kind of, I mean, think about what happened before all of this went, you know. I had James have his deviated septum surgery. Okay, I had to prep for all of that. Gandalf showed up, and it became a whole thing where now I had to find a home for this cat, reach out every day to different rescues, take care of all these different animals that needed to be separated. Then we hosted Thanksgiving. Then there was so much happening, and I was not taking care of myself. I was not sleeping well. I wasn't, because I didn't have time to sleep. I was taking care of everything else. So I don't know. I hate that I don't know what caused it, because my trauma response is like, you need to know what caused it so that it doesn't happen again. Oh gosh. All right, I have to recount this since my counter reset. So yeah. Yeah. It's Oh, we're almost at the measurement to start working on the collar. Couldn't think of the word. All right, we're about to have our stretch break. So thank you all for listening to me talk for the last half hour about this. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all thinking of me and all of the things. Can we? There we go. So we'll take a stretch. We'll get your drinks, your snacks, take your meds, move your laundry, do what you gotta do.
I'm an arts and crafts master.
Well.
Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
I'm going to do this before stretch.
Thanks, Georgina. Do you want a purple paper chain? Finally has someone who knows what he's talking about. Yeah. And having someone explain how the migraine thing works was wonderful too, because I was like, okay, but why don't I feel better when I don't have a migraine? And it's like, well, because the migraine isn't there, which is interfering with like your brain's ability to heal, but your brain is still like struggling along. I was like, oh, that makes more sense. So thank you for that resub. Let's take our stretch. I will be right back. Whoosh. All right. Hi, Wish, by the way. I saw you come in. Also, I don't know if Derwin is still here. I'm so sorry that I didn't greet you when you followed, but thank you for the follow. Welcome. If you're still here, feel free to let me know what kinds of crafts you do. So yeah, there's been a lot of big feels. The last few days. And a lot of like, I don't even know how to feel too at the same time. It's weird. It is a conundrum. I did, yeah. I just spent about half an hour talking about what this specialist like what we talked about. So there is a plan of action, and it's still just gonna be a wait and see. It's gonna take some time, and you know, he no, please don't apologize. Don't apologize. I leave my VODs up. You guys are always welcome to rewind, to go back. I'm also live on YouTube, which means that you can actually go and rewind right now if you wanted to, very easily. It was, I would say, it was helpful, and he explained things that I didn't really understand before in a way so that I do understand them now, which is also wonderful. It's just not an immediate fix still. Absol! I love Absol! Okay, cat. Oh, I can smell. Yeah, basically, the Reader's Digest version, the short, sweet, and to the point version, is that I had a vestibular episode back in December that my body never fully healed from. My left ear is the weak ear. It's basically like a plane where my right ear is, you know, that engine's is working at 100% and my left ear is only at 50. And that is why, even though I don't have migraines and headaches every day, I'm still dizzy. Because the migraines mean that my brain can't take time to repair the damaged engine. I think that was the good short summary. Are you kidding me right now, Pokemon game? Rude. For catching 2-3 string. It also explains why physical therapy has been helping but hasn't like fully solved the problem. Is because it's been helping with the balance struggle, but not the healing, if you will. Like, it's been helping my brain relearn stuff, but yeah. So at least there's a game plan, and I hope that it works. Yeah, and he definitely, the thing I was saying to chat too is that one of the things that I really appreciate was that he explained things in a way that made sense. Because when the other doctors were like, yeah, they're invisible migraines, and I was like, but that doesn't, I don't have migraines every day. Why would I still be dizzy? And for him to be like, oh yeah, no, you do have a problem with your left ear, when the other doctors were like, you're fine. I'm like, having it explained in a way that makes sense is also just good. I actually think that it's kind of funny. And those of you who have been around and known me through so much of this agoraphobia battle. But, like, there is a part of me that was kind of sad about only going to see my physical therapist once a week. I like them. The place is... I'm not afraid of that place or of them. And I think that that's, like, wild to me that I'm going to miss being out of the house for 2 hours twice a week. Welcome back. Oh. Hello?
I think
Oh,
it needs more glitter.
Agreed.
I do think it needs some more glitter.
Some medicinal glitter smiley face.
Medicinal glitter. You know, I haven't actually tried that. Maybe that's what's missing. Is medicinal glitter. Wish, thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. Imagine just like going to the craft store and being like, where you got that good glitter. So much had changed. Did you? When I went to throw out cat poop, Gravity Falls was on the TV. Oh my god, it's shiny in your ear. I'm so sparkly. Ugh. ending on a wrong side row. But once again, I don't think I can express how much I appreciate you all sticking by me with all this random schedule changes, and just all the uncertainty of it all, and just the continued support really means a lot. And I really appreciate the heck out of y'all, so yeah. Wants to re-glitter the wallpaper. That's amazing. I know, and I appreciate you all. Again, I got so many wonderful messages yesterday from so many wonderful people between my mods and just friends, and you know, it was great being able to like go to my mods and be like, I'm still in the waiting room, and like yeah, I just appreciate you all. I live here, where would I even go? I know, you live in my basement. It's okay. Okay, it says ending on a wrong side row. This is the wrong side. Is this the end that I'm ending on? Or am I ending after doing a wrong side row? I'm ending after doing a wrong side row because it says the next one is the right side. Okay. One more. Which makes me happy because it'll be 60 rows instead of 59. 69 would have been acceptable. But 59's not as funny. We're all in this together. Yeah. I appreciate you all. I really do. I don't know. Things would be a lot more difficult without all of you in my life. So I appreciate it. Ah, no. I was trying to fix something over on my YouTube screen. And instead I made it full screen. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. Because your school is weird and decides they should not have it when everyone else does. Cool crochet hats you can make. For World Book Day, so it's supposed to be based off of like a literary character, I'm assuming. Make a Cat in the Hat one. That'd be easy. It's just stripes. Tall and stripes. Redfish hat before and an octopus. Your brain can't differentiate right side of fabrics today. I'm sorry. Oh, that's cute. I mean, is there any... I feel like I need a book or something to like kind of narrow it down, because otherwise it's just, there's so much. A dragon or dino hat, that could be really cute. Like half a dinosaur egg with like a dinosaur popping out. Land Before Time. Land Before Time was great. Oh god, did you see that they're like remaking it? They don't, they need to be stopped. Seriously. Don't touch, don't ruin a masterpiece. Okay? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. There's already like 10 of, yeah. There's already plenty of them. Toothless! Oh my gosh. That could be cute. $60. Okay. They said you can come as a book character or in your PJs ready for a story. ¿Por qué no los dos? Why can't you do both? I counted all the way to 29 without getting distracted. Please be proud of me. Proud of you. Thank you. Okay. We're making the neck now. And I'm pretty sure that once I do both of these, like shaping the right side and the left side, I'll be done with this panel. I started working on the back side panel, which is just solid blue. It's just like something that I'll work on some nights when I'm just like not doing anything, just watching TV. After we finish the panel, do you all want to finish Bluey or start on the sleeves? It'll be done just in time for summer. Listen, today it's 48 degrees out again. I actually didn't check my feels like temperature though today. Like, excuse the heck out of you. Okay, yeah, see, so this is why I've been doing the feels like temperature. It's 47 here, according to my Weather Channel app. It feels like 41. That's a 6-degree difference. It's done in time for next winter. Yeah, it's done in time for the first, like, crisp fall afternoon that we have. Or the next cold spring one, you know, maybe. Actually, it won't be done in time, but that's fine. Hello, Black Angel Spade. It's the spring equinox today, you're right. And it's freezing. That's funny. Love the Sleepy Bee. I do too. Anyone on the West Coast see the rocket launch last night? Ooh. Ooh, that should be fun. I hope that your health will cooperate. I definitely understand how that goes. But I hope it will work out, and then you can tell us all about your crafty time. eventually, so like I'll be done with this panel, right? And eventually, though, there will be a collar attached as well, but that's after the back panel is done too. So, like, there will be a collar as well, but that's not until all the pieces are done. So, the front panel itself will be done, you know. What are you hoping to work on tomorrow? Any particular craft? I'm excited to finish at least one part of this sweater. Although, am I wanting to make a bunch more things? Absolutely. But I will finish this first. I also have 2 knit cardigans that I'm working on. But those are for when I feel like knitting.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
I can't hang because working, but here's the thing. Less than 333,333,333,333.
That's my favorite. I was hoping it was gonna do that. I can't, I love you.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
36 months? What?
What? That's a lot of hearts. That is a lot of hearts. Kat, are you here? Can you hear me? Would you like to pick a color for your sub paper chain? And Emily, 36 months, 3 freaking years. What color would you like? Wish, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Calliope, it's good to see you.
Woo.
Thank you for the 100 bits as well. Oh, I see 68%. You know, Twitch has got to get it together with its percentages. Because I would like to say nice as well. Foresty green would be lovely. The dark one. This one. I'm going to give Cat blue because there's a lot of blue. You see 75%. What? Yeah, 68%. What is happening? Oh my goodness.
Hype, 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 chaos.
Susan, thank you for the 100 bits. Kit Kat, thank you for the 200 bits. See, I see 93% now. Twitch, do you want to come to my math class?
It needs more glitter.
Agreed.
I think it needs to. Honestly. Oh, and this is for MLE Bug.
I'm an
like,
arts
what's
and
the
crafts
number?
master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
What, Pigeon?
Megano2
Hello.
hug.
Thank you so much for the 5-month resub. What color would you like for your paper chain? Level 1 complete. Let's go. Yeah, it just says level... Okay, there we go. 22% at level 2. That's fun. The pink, you got it. Don't drop everything. That would not be good. Nice, Petrichor. I mean, silly of it to not have any pictures, but yeah. Love that for you. Uh-oh. Pattern, come back. I need you. Aw, Starly's here. Okay, catch. I lost my train of thought. My train of thought was replaced by the hype train. Evidently only one train in the brain station at a time. Pattern doesn't have pictures. That's annoying. That's so annoying. My train of thought fell off the rails about lunchtime today. I get that. Creator does have a video. Oh, well, that's nice. That's good, at least. So there's something. Two minutes and 22 seconds. We're at Hype Train level 2 at 22%. I had to say it then because that was just a lot of 2s. My brain is still at the zoo. A wonderful place to be, honestly. I would like to be at the zoo. Yay, a Starly! Oh, yeah, when we lived in Jersey, we had a membership to the Philly Zoo. It wasn't, like, close to where we lived. It was still a drive. But even if you just went, like, once, it paid for itself because, like, it includes parking and all those other things. My brain is a zoo. That's a mood, too. Less than a minute on this train. We're at level 2. Level 3, the hat comes out. Thank you all so much. Philly Zoo season ticket was awesome. My favorite one year was that the red panda was on your membership card. I still have that card. It makes me happy. Okay, I have to count. No one distract me. Okay. I need 20. Nailed it. Oh! I never got one, Wish. I never got one. I always wanted one. It was one of those things that was just like deemed expensive.
I think it needs more glitter.
Agreed.
200 bits for 2 hobbits I saw last week in person. Second breakfasts.
Second breakfast. Thank you so much, Susan, for the 200 glittery bits. I appreciate it. I think that James might have one of the plastic keys. The little elephant keys. Okay. Half double. If you got a new emote, be sure to share it. Be sure to share it with the class. That's amazing. Uh-oh. I should double check that I got this. So you could go to one every day. Okay, here's a question. If you could work with any animal at the zoo, what animal, like, in any capacity, right? Like, I'm not saying as like a trainer, as a whatever. Just like, if you could be like in charge of any animal at the zoo, what animal would it be and why? Tiger. Aww. Aww. Thanks, Black Angel Spade. Yes, everyone hydrate. That's a good idea. Love of giraffes and sea turtles. I want to hold their huge feet. Otters. Buffalo, because they're big fluffy eyes. One of your favorite animals. I want to work with the red pandas. They're my favorite. Okay, so back in the day, at the Philly Zoo, you could get these. Oh, that's a really tiny picture. You could buy these elephant keys. Here we go. Here's a good one. Okay. You could buy these elephant keys. That's still kind of small. And if you bought said elephant key, there were these boxes throughout the zoo where you could plug in your little elephant key and turn it, and the box would tell you all about the animal. There's a whole bunch of different, like, they had them in different colors. There's the key to the zoo. Oh my god, I forgot that's what it was called. It was the key to the zoo. And like, it was the best. I never got one. I always wanted one. Like I said, I think that James might have one. Okay, interesting. This was an article in 2019, so a couple of years ago, and it probably went away due to COVID. The Philadelphia Zoo is bringing back its iconic zoo key. The plastic key, shaped like different animals, will return in April. They will unlock book-shaped boxes throughout the park with pre-recorded stories from zookeepers and insider secrets about animals. Shaped like an elephant using its trunk to unlock the talking boxes, the original keys made their debut in Philadelphia in 1960. Other animals such as lions were made into keys in subsequent years. The keys were available for purchase at the zoo for nearly 50 years and were offered as educational prizes to school children until 2007, when the park ended the program. Zoo officials said the old keys will still work in the new boxes. Those needing to buy keys can buy them for $3 at the zoo. I feel like it was not $3 back in the day. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it was more. Oh, that's such a cool thing to do. Keys are fun. Keys are so fun when you're like, I mean, as an adult, I think that this Philly Zoo, you know, that idea is amazing, but like, yeah. The big cats. Painted dogs, yeah. They're so clumsy, I don't know how they survive in the wild. Your zoo didn't have those. Yours wasn't an elephant. Which animal was yours? Man, I haven't been to the Philly Zoo in a long time. I wonder how far it is from where I live now. Probably far. Didn't do fun things. Season passes were $200. Oof. They were like $80 the last time that I got. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So for an individual, it's $65. For dual, for one adult and one guest, is $95. And a family, which is 2 adults and 2 children under 18, is $165. Then you have the family deluxe, which is 2 adults, 4 children, and 2 additional guests for $275. So they used to let you take everyone, really? That's funny. It's still about the same the same time for driving. Okay, wait, let's see. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. It's just that before we were coming down to the zoo and now we'd be going up to it. So that's kind of neat. Maybe that'll be like one of my brave things to do, is to go to the zoo again. What is it? Is it? Oh, it's a crocodile. It's upside down. Can talk to animals and ignore people. And there's honestly, most of it is outside. So yeah, it used to be one of those things that, like, getting the park, like, the membership was worth it, because parking was like, you know, $15, and then if tickets cost like $35 or whatever each, and then you also got like a discount in the stores and the restaurants. So like if you wanted to buy, you know, lunch, or like a souvenir, you also got a discount. So it used to be worth it just to, hey, let's all go to our favorite zoos. On sale for $120. Closest zoo is $200. The zoo an hour away is $130. The shop and food was worth it too. Yeah. Yeah, because like they say, you know, okay, it pays for itself in 2 visits. Like, fully. But, yeah, you get free parking, discounted admission to 100 zoos and aquariums nationwide. 10% discount in the shops and dining locations. Special member-only hours and events. And you also got a special, like, members-only publication. Includes a safari park. Oh, that's good. Did I not count right? Excuse me, my goodness. Okay. Come be bug with me. I'm off by 1 stitch. I have to figure out how I want to fudge this. Okay. I'll make it work. Because my sides are straight. It's not like I dropped a stitch anywhere. Add soon? Ugh. How is it stretch break time again? What the heck? All right. Well, we'll play some words on stream then in a little bit. Take a stretch, get a drink or a snack or use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. You know, whatever you gotta do. Your sides might be straight, but you're not. You are so right. Don't ever apologize for that. That's beautiful. that. Yep. Well, hello, little miss. Or big miss. Oh, is this sweet Pippin? Oh, what do you smell in your cat tree? It should just smell like you. Beep-doop. Sweet baby. Oh, I love her so much. Okay, let me check where we are with ads. Oh, 20 seconds. Okay, perfect. I think actually, oh no, where's the Pippin camera? Boop. Aww, look at the cutie patootie. Sweet baby. All right, let's take that stretch. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, whoosh. Where did, hello? Oh, okay. Also, hi Shiz, welcome in. Good to see you, friend. Hang on, I need to do some maths. One moment. Yes, there's maths happening. No, I don't think the circle's going backwards. Okay, hold on, I'm still mathing. Okay. So the neckband isn't going to matter too much if the numbers are not quite right. Because I'm not... That's really weird. Because I don't believe that I lost any stitches doing this. But like, my numbers up here don't match what they should. I don't think I've caught a single Pokemon today. Am I not? You know, sometimes my brain, I really do wonder. Okay. We're okay. I just had. I don't know. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. I went from this isn't right to actually it's fine to what the heck was I confused about? Let me try restarting that camera again. That one always seems to need a restart. Oops. Close that, open the pattern back, and we're good to go. Almost done. Almost done. Well, with this panel, but we don't have to talk about that. We don't talk about works in progress. No, no, no. Ready, steady. Are you kidding me? Okay. Boop. Look at that sweet baby in her bed. Here, hold on. I'll whoosh. Look at her. Look at that baby. She is inside. Spent all night inside last night. The way that I'm tempted to pick up one of the cat poops from outside and put it in the litter box. I don't know. She loves that bed. Eepy baby. She's so sweet. Hello, Ninja. Whoosh. Sweet baby. I just got an update from Wise that we have a doorbell from them, but it needs to get charged. Because our house, when it was built, did not have a doorbell hardwired in. So any doorbell that we would get, like a Ring or anything like that, would have to be like wireless. We can't use the power source or anything from, an existing doorbell. So we have to charge it. So I just got a notification that, like, your doorbell battery is low. 0% remaining. Yeah, I would say that's low. I would say you are correct in that assessment of the battery level. Oh. Where you going, sweet girl? So I don't know if she has any kind of, like, almost like an injury that healed. To be fair, it's been warning us all week, Allison. It has been warning us all week, so it's like it gave out one final little, like, please charge me. I don't know if it's like an old injury or something like that with her, and I don't, oh yeah, you can see her limping. I feel like after she runs really hard, it bothers her, and she caught and killed that bird the other day. But, like, there's nothing that I see, and, she's like, let me touch her foot, and, like, it doesn't feel like anything's weird or whatever, so to me, it almost seems like, like when you pull something, you just, like, re-injure it, or, like, it just gets re-aggravated. So I'm like, just stay inside, you silly girl. Cat people, do you think that me putting one of her poops in the box would help her? Do you think that would make it easier for her to, like, figure out? Please charge me. Because I put a bunch of dirt from where she likes to go into her litter box. And the litter box is big enough for me to put one in it and her not step in it. Her litter box is literally a giant Tupperware.
I found my people.
Hi, Melly, thanks for that follow. I hope that you're here for crochet and not just cat poop. You're gonna get both, but, I still feel it and can randomly start to hurt. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering with her. She let me touch her toe beans, and, like, one of the beans feels a little bit funny compared to the others, but not like how Artie was. Like, when she had her injury, like, that was an open wound. It was, very obvious, whereas this is not that. So, I don't know, we're just keeping an eye on it. I mean, there's not much that we can do. Yeah, hers was extreme. People follow for the poop talk, I'm sure. I'm only here for cat poop. That's valid. Oh no, not the vet. I hope that he behaves for you, Susan. Oh, look at that sleepy girl. Hanging her little head over the bed. Yeah. Not eating, ma'am. That's unacceptable behavior. She's probably, cats, right? She's probably just like, I don't want this bowl. I want the fancy one, you know, like whatever silly thing. That's my hope. Sending you lots of love, though. Guess what? It's done. Front panel. Front panel. It comes down okay. Drink's fine. She'll eat whipped cream or cat treats. Let her soft. I don't touch any brand or flavor of wet food or her dry. Maybe she's got a toothache. It'd be easier if she ate her food. Yeah, that would be ideal. Should we weave ends in? Uh-oh. Hi. Can I help you? Can I help you? Huh? This is why. That needed more cat fur on it. Hardy. I finally caught something. Oh, really getting that cat fur on there for me. Come here. Come here. Hi. Where? Nope. Settle in. Settle in. Oh, no worries. Drive safe. Holy moly. Okay. Can you just lie down now? God damn it, Artemis. Why is there... There's so much fur on this. No. Stay there. Oh, no. We're not gonna do something like that. Not as a first time chat.
I found my people.
Can I help you? Here. Can you lie down? That'd be great. Oh, see, I just went ahead and checked that. Are you coming in here asking me to read that because I have LGBTQ plus on my stream? Oh, we're gonna turn this around on you, bestie. No, don't ban them yet. I just want to know. Is that why? Ma'am, excuse me. Where are you going? This cat. Oh, so you're just gonna come in and you're gonna ask me stuff about Bible, but you won't respond? Gosh, that's so weird. So weird. Ma'am, no. We're not lying on this sweater. We're not. We are not. Did you crochet this for me? There you go. I had a feeling, which is why I checked. Because I just want to know. I mean, they clearly, when I said that no, I wouldn't, and they stopped responding, because I just want to know, right? St. Irish, do you have a name that includes a saint? You're not saying you're a saint, are you? That wouldn't be right. And of course, if we're taking everything that's in the Bible written, as fact, you definitely don't wear mixed materials in your clothing, right? Like, you better not be wearing cotton and polyester, because that's not allowed either. Have you ever looked at a woman that wasn't your wife in a sexual way? Better gouge your own eyes out, bestie. That's not allowed either. Like, no. We're not gonna come in and spew some homophobic bullshit in my stream. Excuse the language. But this is one of those things that makes me crazy about people who try to use the Bible as anything. Because unless you are following every single instruction in that book, you better shut your mouth. And the other thing is that, the whole, like, don't take the Lord's name in vain. And people think that means don't say things like, God damn it. But it actually means that you shouldn't be saying that, like, you're doing the Lord's will while you're doing things that are not kind. Because guess what? God loves everyone. You should reread that book that you want to quote so much, because the love is for all, not a select few. Okay? Okay, cool. So now that we've had this talk, You probably left my stream a while ago, but just so you know, you're banned now. Okay? Okay. Bye. See, I have it so that people who are banned can't watch my stream. So I just needed to, you know, make sure that they heard all of that before I banned them. Half my tongue is gone. Did I cover most of it? I think I did a pretty good job of just, you know. I'm really sad that they didn't answer me when I asked them questions. They asked me a question and expected a response. Why didn't they respond to mine? I'm so tired, man. I said it nicer than you would have. That's because I try to think of it as maybe, I mean, I doubt that anything I say is going to change anyone's mind. I don't think that it will. However, on the off chance that maybe it doesn't change that troll's mind, but maybe it changes someone in chat's mind, maybe someone who hasn't, like, they're not necessarily, you know, there might be, you know, not things that they're unsure about or whatever. Like, if I could help change their mind, then that's what it's there for. That's why I do it. Because, again, you know, am I going to change someone who is doing things like that in a trolling manner? Probably not. Probably not. But if there's someone else who's like, huh, I never thought of it that way, you know, cool. Hello. Don't judge others. What they do with their lives is not your problem. Oh god, I wasn't even looking at closed captions. Rip. Yes, be mad, you deserve. How about see you losing? Oh gosh. It's just, you're French? Cool. Well, welcome. Those are just some of, like, my favorite arguments for people who like to bring up things, you know? Educate and be calm, but I'm very protective of you all, and I hate, yeah. Well, and that's why my hand was over the ban button the whole time, because if they said anything, I was just instantly going to, because this is a safe space. However, I'm also going to remind people that this magic book that so many like to pretend is the way the world works is wrong. And I'm saying that as someone who has, you know, been baptized and confirmed and married in the church. Like, the thing that was taught the most is that you don't judge people. That's God's. That if you believe all that stuff, right, then it is not your place to judge anything. Mini keyboards. When I don't have the energy for talking with certain people. It only has 10 keys. That's amazing. I don't have the energy for this anymore, yeah. Really sad and pathetic lives if the only joy they get is to be an ass on the internet to others. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't care what your religion is, as long as you're not an asshole. That's really what it comes down to. Like, zero care about any of that. As long as you are caring and accepting of others and others who are different than you and open to learning. That's the thing. I don't expect anyone to come in here perfect or anyone to come in here knowing things or without questions or, you know, like the amount of people that I've explained how they, them pronouns work and then they take that information and they actually use it. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. Are you kidding me? We're humans. We are meant to grow and change and learn. If we don't, that's where the problem is. You're not supposed to pretend that you're not flawed and that you don't, and that you understand everything. That's illogical. As long as you have the ability to learn and accept, then you are welcome here. We don't tolerate bullying. Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anyway, sorry, y'all, for heavy conversation. Having a chosen religion or none does not affect you being a good or bad person. Mm-hmm. Having learned we know nothing about anything. Yeah. We're constantly learning. That's how this all works. Yeah. We are meant to always be learning and growing. I mean, think about how much information has come out. Like, I think all the time about how my first, like, guinea pig that I had, looking back, I feel terrible for. He was loved. He was cared for. He got great food. He had his hay. He got fresh fruits and veggies, things like that. Was he in a cage that was much too small? Heck yeah. Did I know about it? Absolutely not. This was before the internet had all those sorts of that kind of information out there. I went by the biggest cage in the pet store and that they said that that was good. Do I feel bad about that? Sure. Did my next guinea pigs live a better life because we learned more thanks to the internet? 1000%. Would, like, the next ones probably live even better because, again, relearning, finding out new information? Probably. Like, you know? I learn and relearn stuff every day. Yeah. Absolutely. Hear that you have a PhD, drive to learn and explore. Yeah. Or like I think of betta fish, you know, again, same thing. I had bettas in tiny tanks. Now I know that they do much better in at least a 5-gallon. I know I have to keep talking about animals, but it's one of the things that I can think so many of us can relate to in some way or another looking back where you're like, oh my God, did I give that pet the best that I could at that point in time? Yes. But was that best actually the best? No. But it was the best that I could do then. You know, betta fish need at least like a 5-gallon tank. They do best with a heater and a filter and all this stuff. Like, not a little tiny bowl. This one's definitely had such a good life. I know now. You know now I just don't have the proper space for them. Yeah, like, My boys had a nice CNC cage. They had a buddy. You know, my first guinea pig was a solo in a pet store size cage. And again, I don't think, you know, young Megan was a bad person using the knowledge that she had available. Animals are too good for us sometimes. Yeah. Feel horrendous about it now, yeah. I want to get another one so I can redeem myself. No, that's, again, so much of this is a learning process. I think about all the things that weren't readily available on the internet. You know, back in the day, when Google was still new, you had to search very specific things, and there was not a lot of information out there. There were not endless YouTube videos and blogs and websites to learn all about this. Like, there weren't places to buy specific product. Like, it wasn't like that. And that's part of it, you know, just like what I was saying before. Where we should learn and grow and change and adapt and become better people as we learn new things. It doesn't mean that we were bad people before. It just means that we didn't know what we know now. That's why millennials tend to be the best at searching for things, to be honest. Asterisks and quotation marks and pluses and all kinds of different things. Ah, sweet Pippin getting a drink. Sweet girl. We'll go feed her in a minute. I just have a cuddly cat on my... Oh. Hi. Okay, well no. Now here's the thing. Hi. Ugh. You see, if you're not gonna be cuddly and on my lap, I'm gonna go feed Pippin, okay? Ma'am. Excuse you. Was that very dramatic? You cannot go on the desk. Sweet girl. So angry. You're so angry. And then you do this, and she's like, yeah, that's what I wanted. Well, why were you screaming 2 seconds ago, then? Huh? So dramatic. Cats, man. Cats. Ferocious. And so dumb. I love you. I do. I love you. She really was like, I do not want this. Oh wait, yes I do. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. No. Look at this goober. I know. I am going to roll ads here. That way, look at this goober and her cat. Amazing. Amazing. I'm going to roll ads here. That way, when we go to feed Pippin, ads don't roll. If you don't know, Pippin is this sweet baby, Wooshin, who's now very patiently waiting for her dinner. She is a feral kitty that I have spent the last year befriending. And, well, you guys will get to hopefully hear her. It looks like the sound is working again. And see her and all of her lovely glory. So, I am going to run ads. I'm not going to put words on Stream Up. I'm going to leave this screen on because I'm going to go ahead and get like Pippin's food and things like that together. So you still won't miss out on anything, but that way once the ad's done, we can just go right into giving her dinner. She does still sit the same, I know, with her little tail around her peats. So don't worry, you will not miss out on anything. I have you all on my phone, so come with me. We'll all get ready. And where's my Twitch thing? Okay, ads are going to start right now, and I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Ads are, there they are. Okay. Oof. I know, you were being just a little bit dramatic, huh? Just a little bit dramatic. Yeah? I'm gonna plop you on the floor while I go and feed Pippin, okay? You're a sweet girl. Alright, guys. I shall see you in a moment. Don't click things with your head, Artemis. Okay. Yeah, when she stands up on her back, she gets more squishy. Okay, so Mommy wants to check your foot, okay? I'm gonna check your toesies again. Girl. This is what happened? Girl. Hey, this is bad. I feel on your side. Wow. Wow. That was so cute, girl. Girl. I'm honestly flabbergasted that she did that. The air biscuits, my goodness. It's so great. Can I see this one? Oh wait, no, that's the one I was looking at. Or your left, yes. It was just on the opposite side. Did anyone put that? I can go back if not. No, 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 you're fine. It'll be on the live camera too, even if you guys don't click it. I can go back and get it off of that. It's around 6 o'clock, a little bit before 6. down. Yeah, you guys are good. No worries. Get that coming to me. Did you do that again? Probably not now that I'm trying to record it. They're literally getting her tummy brushed while she's eating. Like, what more do you want out of life? Whoa. Did I find a knot? Yeah. And the little one? It's a big one, huh? Hmm. Yeah. What are you talking about? Huh? I'm not sure I'm parallel here. Oh my god. There's a vacuum on your tummy too? Oh my god. Oh. All right. Whoosh. Well, then, okay. um, that was something else. I gotta tell you. Her being like, yes, please, I would like my tummy rubbed. Okay. I do think that actually I don't know, cuz there's a part of me there we go. There's a part of me that thinks that if we got, oh, it's not even, I need to move that around. Another catio, right? And made the one that we have like extra large. There's a part of me that's like, maybe that would be enough for her. Like if she could still have outside space to like roll around, and I don't know. She was having a great time and then she just like ran outside. I don't know. Give it a bit longer, yeah. I would agree with that. I would agree that we're not quite at that point yet. But I'm also trying to think, like, when she does start spending the what the heck is that Pokemon? I don't recognize that. I don't know if she would want to be indoors fully. I want her to be. I'd really love to know her FIV status too, because that would make a lot of like a lot of things, decisions made. Okay, there's a bunch of kitty people in chat right now. What do you all think? We brought in some dirt and leaves and grass and stuff into her litter box area in the breezeway. She immediately went over, checked it out, but still has not used it. Do you think if I brought in one of her turds and put it in the box, that would encourage her to use it? Or no, not really? What did we do with Maple? Maple figured it out with just the dirt and leaves and sticks and stuff in it. He figured out pee first. And then once we knew that he knew where to go to pee, that was that. We're like, well, now you know where to go. I have litter box attractant in it already. That's what you were told to do to train them? It was miserable. Yeah, and I mean, it will depend on her. Like, as much as I want her inside all the time, keep her safe, blah, blah. It does depend on the cat, 100%. Like, Maple and Artemis have no like desire to be outside. They like to sniff outside when the windows are open, but like if they wanted to be outside and the windows were open, they could easily get outside. They could, like, if that was what they wanted. Pippin is not at the same place that Maple was when we closed him in. Maple spent 99% of his time inside when we closed the gate. And he, at that point, was only leaving to poop. But you're absolutely right. She might not want that. This might be all that she wants, is to have a safe indoor spot. And that might be as much as we do for her. Again, I would still love to be able to get her to a vet just to get updates on, like, things and all of that, but we're not at that point yet. Like, if we could, even if she was still, like, indoor, outdoor, if we could at least get her, like, microchipped and, you know, get her up to date once in a while on shots and things like that, that would be okay, too. I mean, not ideal. I'd much rather her be inside, but I'm not, that's been the whole thing with these cats, has been very much them driven. It's their consenting to it. You know, so many people at first were like, just leave, like, cat, like, once Maple goes inside, like, just close the door behind him. And I'm like, no. And you saw it with Pippin, where when they were first figuring out the cat door and the door was closed, there was a moment where they panicked and they were like, what do? I don't know how to leave. Maple never had that because he always knew how to leave. And once Pippin learned, oh, that's how I leave, that panic has been non-existent. I can open the back door, have her come in the back door, close the back door immediately, and she doesn't freak out because she knows that she has her means of entrance. And it would be very much driven by her, just like it was with Maple. Because that's how they're going to be happiest, is if they get to decide, you know? I have to buy more flea and tick meds, though, for her. Because she's due, and, I mean, this weather is absolutely crazy, but still. She's due. Have a good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Just gonna weave in a few more ends and then probably wrap up. James is at work right now, so I don't have a hot dinner date. But no, unless there was, like, some reason, I would not force her to stay inside. Like, if that limp of hers, for instance, ever gets, like, worse, like Kit Kat, you noticed it, if, like, that ever gets worse, it might be one of those things where it's like, well, tough. You're gonna have to, like, learn how to, you know, walk on a leash outside, or the catio, or something, because if, you know, they can't run to get away from threats, then they're not safe outside anymore. Which, again, is not what I'm hoping for. But sometimes, especially with all the cars, you guys hear how those cars drive. You hear how the school bus drives down my street. My God. It's crazy. I have a different tapestry needle that has... The only time that Maple ever really wanted to get back outside when he moved in was when those baby bunnies were born. And as soon as they moved on, he was over it. He didn't care anymore. But when those baby bunnies were right outside his window, he was like, oh my God. Let me at him, Mom. And then they left, and he was like, not worth it. Got a heated bed in here. You know what? I should wrap up, because my stinky husband was like, as he was walking out the door for work, was like, oh, hey, you know, today's garbage day and I didn't get around to the cat boxes. Can you do it? I'm like, but that's a boy job. Taking the garbage out is a boy job. So after this will end. That way I can have dinner and then do all the garbage stuff before it gets dark. Garbage is one of those sensory things for me. Like, no thanks. Yeah. Same. Well, I got most of the ends woven in. Aren't you all proud? I just didn't want to, like, I don't know why. I wanted to leave them until the project was done. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Thanks for stream. So proud of Fluffy Cat? Of course. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. That and the wet dishes. Yeah, honestly, having rubber gloves that I can use when I wash dishes has made a huge difference. Not only for my hands, because my hands dry out, but also for that ick factor. Like the reusable gloves. Game changer. I don't know if anyone else is like this. Again, this is just like a neurodivergent thing. I don't like how my hands feel when they're pruny. So when I would wash the dishes and my hands would get pruny, it became like a sensory nightmare. America's next talent show, The Ick Factor. Alright, there we go. Well, thank you all so much for being here today and for listening to all of my ear things and just being nice, kind humans. I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't have anything going on tomorrow. I just have therapy in the morning. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to work on. I'll have to figure that out because I make this all up as I go. Let's be real here. Let's be real. I make it up as we go along. Let me see who's online that we could go say hello to. Maybe. Okay, I don't know if this person's getting ready to raid, so we'll go ahead. We'll play our raid, our end credits here, and if they're not raiding out, we'll go raid Soups. If they are raiding out, we'll find someone else to raid. Anyway, friends, thank you all so much for being here today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember, friends, to eat something tasty, drink some water, take any meds that you have to take. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow. Come join the Discord. You can follow me on socials. I went ahead and posted on Instagram today. I'm very proud of myself. And it wasn't even anything like super crafty. It was plant related. So, way to go me. Anyway, thanks so much for being here today, friends. You could be anywhere on Twitch, and I appreciate you being here, even if it's just in a lurking capacity. Where in the heck is my thing so I can raid? There it is. Alright, I will see you all tomorrow. Let's go say hi to Soups. They are co-working and crocheting. Alright, okay. Love you guys, bye.